the MPP on my primaries, because I learned to say NPP for on to about 31st January 2026. Omo they prepare Apple be obedi omanim for 2028 elections. You know very well that me a politician. Obi bia organ ha. Wa follow me and him say I am somebody who is not interested in partisan politics. And I personally feel say MPP ni NDC for Madigana for abro. Yeah, that's what I feel. Because since 1992, yede sa fourth republic iba muina we be di 8 years no ko. We be di 8 years no ko. Okay, kabomwa 32 years abako. Okay? Edin kind 1992 all the way to 2000 NDC baby ruling. From 2001 baby see 2012 and 2028 2008 and I could force better so from 2008 at almost a year president of CCC better as well to 2016 from 2017 all the way to 2024 and then before that so to take care will be the 16 years MPP and this is 16 years. So come on me the bomwa 32 good years MPP ni NDC for ababedi Ghana so. On my own part, but ubisame as an honest person, I will just tell you say MPP for ni NDC for the 32 years now from 1992 to 2004 now sir almost 32 years in the sign now make us say omodi and bro. They have not been very good to us, very nice to us. Yes, they have not. Because they are telling us, so be a CEO, nipa nankasa na ate the company. So be a CEO and check na nipa na life assistant financially. You cannot blame anybody because you're in a juma no ye until at the end of the day no or benefit from a juma no ye na way ye. So you cannot blame him. Until be a CEO na if you can make it before take company na kaya ba kope. Actually, what talk for tenor. You can't blame anybody in a human way. But say, oh, if I was a president, if I was a minister, if I was an MP, you are not supposed to become very wealthy when we are suffering. Because you're human and you're okay? The CEO of a company, or no na OT you my phonica. So, or Chinabium's a CEO no within a short time. The life as a separate when you see a dying out to talk casa. You cannot blame him because he owns that business. And a man moya juma hono moya the servant tria moka. So you can expect say one away servant no wo benya sika asen eye wo CEO. And I mean what? Ntine kwa me despite ene kwasi chum no ne all these great men on Ghana ha no. Omo na abi omo adwuma. E na omo fa nkrofo de egu adwuma no. Nti the despite the car mu na waye ne automobile museum waye you cannot say anything bad against him. E ono na adwuma. Ana ma mu ye adwuma woni nyina multi musa I'm for the same peace minim say peace FM na say despite media for workers ni nyina no ye adwuma ma no mu nyina mo ye ne servant. You guys are serving under him. I didn't tell within a year na say sebi opanyin kwa me despo wa ye tam na wasisi adan to kasa na juma na oye na eso fast forever and wadi. So you guys cannot say anything about it. He is the CEO and the etie na juma ye foka wa ye a juma to fast one no. But ye the bad politics mu a the president ne ministers ne the MPs ne MCs they are supposed to be serving us. The young Ghana for any CEO or the company Ghana. And no president Kahon, the vice Kahon, and then appointees to the MCE, to the assemblyman. Omunina no a servant or working under our business in Ghana. So why is there? So corporate world na sebi despite media adwumayefo no a moye servant no entimu nya sika ensin despite because despite ni sika na wonya no And for so be no be dear to my phone. So at the end of the day, no, obeki keep the chunk part of Nemfaso. But what the bar a politicizer, you see, say politicians are not supposedly servants, no. Yes, you the owners of the company Ghana. Why? If you say they are not there to serve, they are there to enrich themselves. Sana Africa politics in it here. Right from PNDC time, you want Crophobia or Mobusia for positions up to now. And into a mashada so tam. Sika and your more problem. Because the MPP never saw or more links room, MPP never saw more links. So right from PNDC time 1983 Hoben Yunan or more benefit every Ghana. Who sa? So the mention on is there. Oh no, I see. When the politicians when they go out there to go and campaign, I say Ghana for me person be some and into mama me kwan na me some. So they come to us. They beg us actually to allow them to serve us. But at the end of the day, no, omo no ye servant, no, omo mba be di saying, no, the owner of the country, now say the CEO, no, which doesn't make sense. To me, it doesn't make sense. Ukwa bruchida. Omo take democracy as a party, say call the US and nominate all those places. Nipa na kasa na waso no ibiru sika, but they don't use their own money to do campaign. Omo ba abonte ba be bisa sika free, amanfo ncha na amanfo ayi sika. E de amane so onfanya ne campaign. Omo wi a ombe announce amobi ahu sika omunya ya how much omo spend here. At times kwa no mo audit omo sika no one misuse no. By a high idea. An individual no be stand they say oya politician no. Eso no ankasa ko pesika. Na sika no edi nkan oncheche emfama delegates na on ba beto aba after the first 31st year 31st January 2026. Delegates no obi abai nanum hawu. As any pack for no mujina no. Omo be sika free almost everybody ho. Ombeji sika free obi a ho. Nti ombeji oba omi ho. Ombeji wo ken ho. Ombeji wo aduchum ho no masen age wo ba kon say Brian or saying ombeji obi a means omo ye force 5 ombeji e wo bi a ho. And nti no just imagine say nipa he na ye delegates no. But you wouldn't be me actually. I could have checked, but me refi man check. Say how many delegates and I told about a yes after the first. And inti nipa hen I told about more than 100,000 I lent, but you wouldn't nipa do on to abano a 31st year. I'll be to me actually to her and I mean because I think I'm check it by me refi man check it. I said 211,000. Okay, will be your TikTok or say 211,000. And now more must stand there. There are 5 candidates. And will be actually say I knew 4 or say 5. Say nipa 211,000. Okay, or much will be actually say 211,000. So let's do all this calculation. 211,000, no? 211,000. 1, 2, 3. Shade say if I say be about me and I can and as or more macadamia, obviously 211,956. Okay, this also 956. 956. 211,956. So each person be a man of 2,000 Ghana cedi, which you call obedi ababoro. But you find say an average number 2,000 for each candidate times 2,000. Ebakwa could see 423,912,000 Ghana cedis. But what's in you? Senipa 211,956. say candidate biya ma obiya just 2,000 meaning say ebinim bege 10,000 ebinim bege 5,000 obiya ne de obeje say ma obiya mpo 2,000 times 211,957 amount 423,912,000 Ghana cedis. Until you run it down, say about 424 million Ghana cedis. 424 million Ghana cedis. And you know, nipa no ba stand the way a primary so. Na primary so ni we are. Afe na ye ba be call a main election no say be at 2028. I want the bega say parties ni na come on board. Now omo find a CS ni sa no na amanfo a omo be support them because omo win a ye may be no come contract and all that. But say sika we ni there many a times no individual nankasa na ono contest no onu sika say bia na ye few people be omo believe say be obetimi a win primaries na ma support no, but many a times onu any sika. So you need something around more than 400 million Ghana cedis. 400 million Ghana cedis. So mona momo ye delegates na moma one person eba betuya more than 400 million Ghana cedis just because say mo person mo beto abama no. So mo je say sika we ma Jeffrey Baomia ho, ma Jeffrey Ken ho, ma Jeffrey Aduchum ho, ma Jeffrey Brian ho, but only pa 5 the fifth person or yawan. The fifth person betimi am training di mame. Why? Ma Jeffrey onu so ho. Nti oje we nyina awie na omo win as presidential candidate for the party. Naturally be omo be siso na omo anya hwe ama oman na. Mona mo ye delegates na omo kokko je gisika ni di ye nti mo betimi abie ma no accuse omo say omo ye corrupt and I be omo ambu man ni. Okay, Kwabena Japan. Oh, sir, the former general secretary no. Okay, Kwabena Japan. I like that man. Or very communicative. I me penny interview tea. Neniate or Kasa to say when him the Okan Kwabena Japan. I think that Dibia Chomna Mitini, but then send a meeting and can't. So 5 candidates. Until more as a CN more delegates. Some of you guys, more young man buffo. Yes. Some of you are more delegates, more young man buffo. I am more and I'm more corruption as say our party no. Yes. More and I'm more corruption as say. Because nipa 5 na eko. Munim pefe say nipa no or pe kwan abeserve party no our position so be presidential candidate. And I'm say mumu bi mu ye man bofunti no mo be force wa gege sika ente say afiro mo ho. Na o mani baba akutua 400 million Ghana cedis just because say opeso be presidential candidate. Now we na nipa no so be president. Now disika anyhow. Do you have any audacity or any right to even accuse any person say be a wambu mani yana? So Ghana for mo yen fa ye nansi fom. Na yen sha se na ye accuse obi atwere over $30 million. Yes. Around $30 million just to become a presidential candidate for a party. And the American MPP from Kwao say NDC for so echo primary sir. Something worse happens. Yeah. And into that delegate, make us about 90-something% on we man buffo. That is where the corruption in Ghana politics starts from. Because me am here, say me wo GDA pass me timi lead the MPP and NDC. Na me GDA me wo me munti no me say me person ba be stand. Na say say me tia about $30 million. Edema delegate said e be ya metimi abedi party na nimu a. Na me yi mi sika anka e bia me de be mabusua yie no. 30 million just for primary sir. Do you expect me say China bi no say metim ba be win the national election no a? Sa me sika na me say no me nkɔ hwehwɛ ana. So at the end of the day, the politicians will not be able to do anything better for the citizenry because right from the beginning, all position as a presidential candidate, was spending more than $30 million. Tieniye, but Ukroya we delegate. Obeje all these 5 candidates in a hole. Now we know mining koyi anama se begina bontin abeto manum na mo kasa anyhow. Says me no woman ye and a full press na say and we say but you are the cause. One away the number 1 corrupt person. One away instigate say nipa na obey president candidate no or when you omebo kro no because wo chinchin nsa agisika. Hwe se Ghana for amomani amre. Now for mo na yansi fom. Na yan say and hold this delegates accountable. Now you join say yeah, politicians will always continue to be corrupt. Because obi bia ni ho a wo dua esi ni fie a dua no eso sika atetigu fie ho. Utie ni ye. Obi bia ni ho a wo Ghana ha ya ono what sika bi dua bi si ni fie a osora no pa na wa pekenten asese gum obi abre anse na wanya ni sika. And in Ghana for about 30 million, no, 35 million to 40 million. Yen can say. Now MB before was say maybe 211,900 and something, whatever delegates. Yen can say NDC for so will be something around 300,000, whatever. So nipa 500,000. Omumunti na Ghana politicians ebo krono wo Ghana hana. Then tina 30 million and over for no. Yen tina se na yen hold these delegates accountable say mona mo call some politicians corrupt so easy that say yen nyina na ye bebe together na ye ka say sa delegates no mo ye no omuntwam and yes Ghana fo nyina na ye MPP fo nyina e wo Ghana hai e na mo nyina beto aba e no de nipa no dose ntino you don't expect to say MPP fo bia mo nipa more than 5 million. So if all the 5 million of MP before you to or more presidential candidate, now say 5 million of NDC so members so to you are more presidential candidate, you don't expect to say all the 5 million people no be SK. The Ghana of war and fire num tumbi. Because the beginning of the corruption no delegates now. Because as far as nipa no oya individual seven no and found ni sika wanya sika no se wa ma politics mu a sika ne ye ne dia na o se oba be serve o man no e bia office e o nimdie bi obetim dia abo man no na delegates na ya bedu se abeye mre da wo se yo am busy here say wotia now you are the kania and now you are the kafua you understand say they are making entro bi anim ababeye mandate and a mandatory say obi bia na wo pese wo win no o delegates you must give them money. Into delegates omoko season say yenkoye primaries. Into obeje 5 ni nyina knowing very well nipa obeto ama no. So obeje sika ni nyina ebinim dia ebinim ma car, ebinim kura so ma fridge, ebinim ma TV, any all that These politicians takes this money. I'm talking about the delegates. O combining MPP ni NDC for candidate at the Boma. I mean, omo delegates Boma. Drew 600,000. But 600,000 we know. Omo they hold Ghana for your minimum. Now omo create a corrupt leaders. So at the end of the day, the politician now no book more than 30 million. Our premier level no. Onye na adwin so oba be ya ade bia mo man so onte ne car. Ghanaians, we must sit back and fight these delegates. Because with my research, the delegates, they are the cause of the corruption. Politicians, because the delegates, are just canary. To what give me 30 million, that level. And look at China. The main election, so no spend so much. you don't expect the person to become any sane person. So on your position now. I would say they make with you. In fact, you come my yedi a year or the saying Sumpa FM or more channels in no air broadcast the year discussing in name. I'm an aqua bontema baby until Sumpa water chiman or more one crown wokumase Sumpa FM4 air broadcast the year life. Timin say a backward chili am a month for tea. Me was be say I did where it must be aired out there no be who the American. Fair we again any na Ghana at the Wakoma so said the Ghana Dama Koma Suya. Meaning say a no matter cost to Ghana no won't bet, especially when the politician get the nod, when they get the power, and they begin to use that power to enrich themselves. Now you know you to abano, you that's what the ABC no more. Now you'll be a wood Ghana. Sa pain a woman and no be a woman. And I remember who said all this problem emanate from the delegates now. Omo ene ya mo kwan se omo nkonko yi politician na oba be di yanim e wo man ni mu no. Everything emanates from the delegates. Some time ago, the delegates were not given any money. The delegates were not giving money. I party no be I remember I do boy time 1992 hoba that time running some time no. Delegates were not collecting money from anybody. Say see you know abeye mre bi da ho. Delegates you know ye ba beto ye be ko primaries na. That is when omu koko aso a obi bia ho e na omu kwan mu ehwam. Sa delegate ma menka bibi nkyerɛw. Nipa 5 a contest wo MPP mu a me ba bedi hu nkɔma kyerɛ wi. Numerologically no dan na ebetimi expect and me use to ken. Ene ba umia nko na medical draft omo star no ho bibia mpesa me no di hu nkɔmɔ. But I feel say ma me no wo endi sa nkɔmɔ we. Ansa na yakɔ. The MPP for omo delegates no they are around 11,000 said them okay 211,000. Okay? The ever say NDC for so a number I and so ban. O come on me no bomu a e bia endru 600,000. Ghana na enye yi no. E delegate no na hye problem ni nyina ase. Yeah. I say dem kan Ghana journalist for man no en to dem kan mu bi. Because me aware so mu nyina anim. Because ye be to abai the journalists will be there, the media houses will be there, and in front of the cameras, and who say, "Yeah, man, for envelope was they will say it, but yeah, my name cause Ghana no, I blame say or man unko ye because politicians bring to me, or moon you soon say for mine. A delegate to know the causes our problem. No, see, I will say, yeah, for having breathy. Okay, share Nana J. Tio Nana J. Sika, Papa say. My brother won primaries and he spent 1.8 million Ghana cedis on 480 delegates. Where are you? 1.8 million, about 20 billion, and not spending money less than 500. Do the papa way. Say China be Okonya position, say be obey MP, and now obey BBC. Ufi say, Science cannot spend the year a bit to matter car best of 4 no. Obey German nation, Sawa, but Uncle Penadi man tamana. Ghana Fui. I know very well say many of us we have been complaining about how your politicians you know are very corrupt. I am giving the antidote today say mama yenyan for ya nontum. A delegate or more MPP ni NDC or more number endru 600,000. I am na the cause of the corruption na aban bia ba so obeye wa aban mu no. Ti Ghana fo be sha ase na ye de ani akọ so. Na nganyame bo a 31st year you to obey. Delegate bia na obegye sika firi obi ho ya nchi no. Tieni make nyame boy ye beto obey 31st January. Obehu videos e be ba bonten and no ya brande with the candidates no mo pictures no mo din a sikane gift ekeka ho Ghana ha so mo say bribe the all man bribe and the all the bribe ni nyina no ye illegal ba empayimfo na nkasa na omo na twen age to me na omako gina soro ho na omako gina esoro ho a omatimi ahyehye Ghana mra ni nyina de amaye no they are the people that are giving the bribe and in Crawford is omo ye pet mpayimfo na omo so ka ho ma ye bu man no omo so na eche bribe no so right from the base no already na bribe na nipa ntimu tua ye ntia wanya position no wo mu no ba mu wie dia ye na ye temamufo no sa mo so obi ma bribe pa ye kwachi nipa no so me question is say then kra na ye what are we doing ourselves na de ye na say journalists for no kra so be je o mo de the Ghana the problem is very huge na nkrofo no mo cause problem na kasa o mo ye kra bi na yendo do no ya be bresa de ye bre ya eno nti da making some for air broadcast de me yi e wo mo radio station sem say amanfo do na etie menu ya wutie me se sie me mfa hono do awodo MPP na do awodo NDC at the end of the day say o man no enko yi a affect me nti fa wo political affiliation to nchen na tie the American ene say your delegates no eka ho ena ma ye mpanyimfo no nya positions no a omo ye corrupt no because ye kwako to primaries na delegate ni sika omo beje no ebo candidate ni fom nti nyame ya adom na se onya power no a ese ba bi o yi sika ni free no ofa kwa bia se bia so na onya se sika no emfa nkokwoche ba bia o yi ni di free this is o man a ye bro 35 million population people na be 600,000 per enti e so scenario ni situations e man yen ye mpanyim first nko mo sum ye yi ne be corrupt no mama yen nyina yen fa ya no enti a wo mo na going forward no ye make sure say delegates no will not be demanding any monies from these leaders a mo pese o mbe sum o man no because to be honest with you nipa na ono petumi abe serve o man no say ya gigi ni sika na oboka bebrebe ya you can't expect him to be sincere so onye tumi no a yeah so few people less than 600,000 people both the NDC delegates and the MPP delegates you know they are the people or more consumer politicians and they are very corrupt or ntimi serve o man ni abusue they make tie ni tema mo radio so sumpa radio for mu tie ye no momfa de make enko adwindwi mu na wona wo ye delegate na waje sika abana ye bato ne bia waje 2000 wo baumia ho waje 2000 wo Kenya Japan ho waje 2000 wo aduchum ho waje 2000 e wo Kwabra Japan ho waje 2000 e wo the same Brana Champion ho a oje 5 we nyina awi a e ma wo sen ubenya 10,000 Ghana cedis. Sa 10,000 Ghana cedis no. For how long gonna say sika we no ebetimi aboa wo. To watch 10,000 every year to who say the next 4 years. So say any pana wo gigi sika wo mo ba ko be president a. Bisa ho say ahon kira wo be come within that period because of treatment o mo de be ma ye nyina because of wo nsem hu na wo di ye no. Does it worth it? Does it worth it? As a say nipa 5 no be about 10,000. It is only 50,000 Ghana cedis, and for the next 4 years, you know, on be ya di omo pe. And the message I say, mama yen na yen fa ya no ntum, nipa hwe in Facebook, nipa no do so fine. Nipa wa TikTok omo hwe yen so, omo so do so. And yen na yen fa ya no entum bi. Na yen hunu say the yen delegate no ye no no na ma politicians no very corrupt no because obi nko spend $30 million only on primaries. Now ye be through main election so on sign spend so much money. Now we no be president ni dia ya expect say on pe baby obi sika na free akose ba bi okugo yi free. So only few people, less than 600,000 people are omoye delegates. MPP party ni NDC party mono. They are the cause why the politicians are very corrupt when they get the power. So Ghana for you say stop corruption e what govern you have a governance system no mu a. Yemfa ye ninko e delegate ni so. Na nyame ya adoma 31st C IGP ni nkrofo ma mani na ho. Obi biom be hu se wagye sika bia afiri obi a ho na e kire se wagye sika ato aba nipa na ye nche no na ye prosecute no. Ye ne sa ato se be 2-3 years a. The delegate will see say Ghana na nye omo dia. Na omo anka se de omo corruption na ko yi obi a keke e de na mayen. Na nipa na be sisu wi a ye nyina ya ba abe suffer just because of their own selfish aggrandizement. We na maka na me sure say ebe kwa chiri mo ha mo ye tiktokers na mo ye youtubers no mo ntwitwa ha na mo mfa to mo platform so na nkwa chiri. Everybody is complaining, blaming the corruption na e governance system no. Don't want to say I will delegate in so. Because an individual has to spend about $30 million just to become a presidential candidate. On your president, just to become a presidential candidate. Now, so we are not obeying the presidency now. If you say, Uncle Bokronoana, or Bokrono, I don't support that. That is bad. But the delegates caused that. The delegates, they caused it. The corruption na a governance system no. E sha see e di free. E delegate no. Nti obi mpa onye corrupt no. So onye decide say opeso obey presidential candidate. The edebeshe na see no. Before so obinya position no. Na or the cut because of election into the person will start thinking. I say me pesi kana me di tria ba bia me ko bo kan free. Abusue a problem. Okay. Yeah, campaigning, Ubia one campaign managers and say no man. Omojuma no mo yenti you no problem. But what I'm saying is a mom we delegate a woko to aba. Now what try against guns and what to aba we bayfo we demon. We nipa boni ni wo kan ho bi no man ni yie no. But we just ask can we one day now spend the wie. Now for man nko yie na wo complaining. So corruption no aya bedru ba bi ohun enye easy o. Se see ya omo ye police for fire service for military for ne immigration for yi. E bia me nya evidence me amekireo. Say people are paying so much even up to about 50-60,000 and sana ya for mo. They make it you. I don't have any evidence. But enkrofo ba ye nimu a omo be ka kire yen say ma call me pe police aye me pe soldier me pe immigration. I have spent not less than 40,000 Ghana cedis before answer na before the police. Nti obi a soldier adwuma ni police adwuma kwa aburu kire a so obi se oyempa ye se all volunteer nti ye tua ne kai no. Yen haide before be wura those forces no no. When tia kura na ye be 30-40,000 cedis. Nti se onipa na onoko pe police adwuma ye Okopeso immigration, fire service. Now by getting 40,000 Ghana cedis. So how do you expect this person to become sincere to sacrifice himself for the nation? I was saying me Ghana ohun Kurono apro. It is so rotten to the root. It is so rotten. At times, among for I heard no man may you do Masuya. Almost say, Nana, and I won't stand there as a presidential candidate. Nana, hey, whether you're a minister, or you now so by a 10 or Ghana had there, Miss Wing, Keke. You guys are just talking. What your palm will be or what my dream, we be in to see a palm, you won't do Masuano. Nippon stand as a young Twabamano. 1 hour, yes, I'll 2 no na. Eh, now I do, and a short time they do Monsieur, ye will be out to say what president won't too much any panel. Won't too much any panel. Media fine, I'm not interested in politics, so there's no way I may be in this lifetime. I can say, make a contest to say, no, I will never do that because any part of my DNA. But there are people that are even better than me, or more I've been Papa say me. Ombe jina say yen to aba ma omo a yen to aba na ma omo. Yen kro ya ye person man to mpon ye no. We are our own enemies. Me say we are our own enemies. So see you be young guy or no, ne hu aden o hwe nipa no ne stars a this person is a warrior. The blood in this person is always boiling. So mystically, it starts and they say, "Akwa way or your warrior or your protector." Juma be boane your soldier, Juma police, Juma fire service name, say immigration. No. This person, I happen to me, appear for me. Say any power we are on the moja no boil on the system num because naturally no nyame born so on your protector no. Say or say or pe army akọ, or pe navy akọ, or pe fire service police as I say akọ pe sia. Best of 40,000 Ghana cedis. Huh? Or pay 40,000 Ghana cedi. Now I could tia bribe amobi and sana. Ya fasa any Panama na kwa soldier ni police ni fire service and as immigration. So how do you expect this person? How do you expect this person to go and sacrifice himself for a Juma no kwakoye no? The nation is rotten, and very unfortunate say people are not paying attention to this rot in the system. And then me know because I anybody ba me nchai or say that you won't believe. Sir, me pe police adwuma man obi. Me ben panimu kase bi pa na ono ka bi ewo mu no o ka kire me say memfa 40,000 Ghana cedi mra no say aden. Ene ya na nipa ne me di nkomo. Aden nipa ne ko police ni mu a aden o gold bi si ho a e nipa ne ba kwotete ananti ontia 40,000 Ghana cedis and sana ya for the jumum as a obi a oko forces mana. They make me as an individual, I mean need any evidence, but they make we no kweka for him say these are things that ACC will Ghana have. Wunim mama was here see I mean say mo be atras mo pe soldier, police, immigration, and fire service. Pato obetimi atwere say en hawa twere wa ha okoye ahina utua ye ansa na ye fa o. Baby kura etu yesika no yensan emfa omo nka ho. These are all happening. These things are still happening. Do the nipa no no ye police ni ope police adwuma na ye. Adwuma unya ko pick pa. Ubetimi awu anytime. Say nipa no tua be 50,000 Ghana cedis. Do you think this person can go and sacrifice himself on any battlefield? Oh yes, I'm mistaken, you know. Because on man no any worth dying for. The man no worth dying for. Because you won't train. Now you can't talk about Kuruma, soldier for na police for na baby to charge yen. Sayang Grofa make before so be near Juman Macono. You are genocide boom and Sanawako, yes, Juman. So do you think that this person will go to the military, to the navy, to the police, fire service, immigration, now or sacrifice? No. They make any evidence to say, but when the minimum said these things are happening. And they am paying for what top what. I am sure 100% sure say Omonim said these things are happening, but nothing is done about it until be movie. I would say, it's painful. At time when people see what I have done in Dumasia, within this short time, the parents say, hey, Nana, why are you? And an individual, why you say, why are you? Daddy, I have not gotten my forecast I ordered this month. But or more year 1 year, no, my be at the man, it's a mama in new no. I had to follow pull data for the 3 years and the 5 years. No, my enemy, and Josan Kayana, but today you will get it. Why? Well, Nana, I just said they took my 20,000, but they didn't show. They took my 20,000, but they didn't take me to the army. Nana Boache our TikTok. Or say almost 20,000 Ghana cedis. So Yanfano. So just imagine so any pay. Yanfano. It's a Yafano. Do you think that this person can go and sacrifice him or herself for the nation? No, this is happening. I don't have any evidence to come and prove that me go to yes come be but me nim krofo a on babe complain me because of money me position. I was say they make I read. Now you are now you are saying I accuse you. say assume sine ye nyina ye ka ho bi ye nyina ye ka ho bi me call do mesuya short time, very short time. Yeah, so wonders will kronum just to prove to you say men are selfish. Ferry say me too 2016 they took my money. Ferry me ba ferry neka. Nana they charge me 70,000 if I hold a degree. Where David said I'm charging 70,000. I paid 20,000 in 2021 for immigration, but still couldn't get it. We a clean sheet. I'm saying you cry woman. A man for person called 7 nation. Okwa aburuchira. Omu tuye sika ma amanfo a omo ye asojafo. Kwa America ko ha de. Unya koye MES sie no nya onkrata. Omo to ade bia na omo some percentage bia ye tifiri so ma because wo de wo kra to kwa makuro no oman no nti ya jeje so ye kuru mai de ese wo boka ansa na wo we are joke. Yen say ya tia na ye hu hwe. Da Ghana ne oman bi benya ntokwa a eye sojafo ntokwa tuo pan no. That is when we will see the problem in our recruitment system. For so many years, Ghana enya any issue bia. Ghana enya any military issue bia say ya kom to kwa na bibi. Nyame fa sa ma. Da Ghana ni kuro bi bia ni Togo, ye ni Benin, ana ye ni Nigeria, na country bi enya ntokwa a ebehia akode no. Sa time ni ebehu se yen ya na ye di ye ho abro. Ghana sojafo di nyina na police fo di nyina no about 70-80% no etia bribe ansa na omukokotem. But they train am to kwa bi mra na hwe se obi e de ne kra beto am se okunu ho oman na. Dem me kan I with the who. It is happening. Also for my 3 children, they asked me to pay 150,000 Ghana for immigration. Arabanyame. Sister Arabanyame said, "Mommy and son, that's own 250,000 Ghana cedis. And son when your immigration mako." I was say, they are making tea. Your mom parents then yanko pon say, Ghana emenya any problem be na yen tokwa. Because you soldier for na ho. I don't think say about even 20% ready say omodi omokra beto am oman no. The reason is say omu tuye sika ansa na ya mo say adwuma na momaye. So they are there working to take care of their family, not because they want to sacrifice themselves for anybody. They are making me say me ni hu evidence bi amagazo me makotu bia mobi. No, me nye bi mobi a but meaning say people here among for why and omokai people are experiencing that. Na Ghana panimu bia ni obeka se ono te Ghana ha onim se Ghana panimu beka se o te Ghana ha onim se soldier police na immigration ni ayinom amanfo tua bribe ansa no makwa sa ani pa na nkasa no enka no kore na anu ya omoye sa placement system yi sa placement system yi obi o ha bia make baby e de na kokoto no ompe obenya agent bia obedi usika 10,000 7,000 and some of my change. Because our mind no ya normalize bribe, not to say the Make as you know, ya placement system here, a was we ebi any panel or one can hay or patch what an alcohol, and nako to Caksus. Ebi on to me unco. Ubenyo be any benefit me will remind you, it can be at 10,000 Ghana cedis. No, what do you man crop one or much change the amount? A wukruma. I'm telling you, I don't have any evidence, but who can say who now you're penny means that we a useless leader. Because a leader must know what is happening under the root. Yes. Our president should know. The vice should know. All the MPs, all the ministers, they should know that these are the things that happen in the country. So be an MP, or be a president, or be a vice president, or a minister. No, because Onimse, Ghana, no, so be a soldier. Military, no, navy, no money, all that. Police, any all these, that's any pan on him say among both 2 years cancer, and as any panel is not even ready to be a leader there. I'm being sincere with you. So we are president, we are vice president, we are minister of state, we are MP. Even we are CEO, and I say, oh yeah, say MCE, and I GCE. Now the wouldn't name say Ghana has soldier, police, navy, normally all these places, you know, migration can home, fire service can home. Among for 8 years, you can't say, you don't qualify to be that position now one. So what I'm saying is that you know, but is there anything I hear for home? No. Now you name say, sa nipa no mo kosa security system no mu a, ye mo mu tie sika nsa no makono. Omo interest in dying for the nation will be no more. They will not be ready to kill themselves. Because you don't expect me to come and pay 40,000 Ghana cedi to become a police, to become a soldier. Now me call service in mu a, makukumi ho ma man no e wa abra me tua sika nsa. I won't do that. I won't do that. There, the Americans say, see, in Tokobians in Ghana, yenya any serious military issue be a. Now, yenya be a, they don't say a soldier for no, they will run away because they won't be ready to kill themselves for the nation because all pay Jumanuma Kono or Bo cancer. Me can't say your delegates. They are the beginners of the corruption in the political system because delegates, you know, me and pay for no count you and sana, you choose as presidential candidates. Well, Bokaso so you don't expect him to become sincere, even though I don't subscribe to be honest as a president or as a minister or whatever. But delegates don't expect them to go and do any wonderful thing there. Yeah, we want to prove to people. Before I make shots, let me show you this. Just a minute. Just a minute. Try the way. Shade we you man wo Facebook mo TikTok da mo Facebook mo hade we obi na ko say why na America we do masia no a very old town ya dan ni nyina ya atakwa me adan ni dan wo nyina ya atakwa me dan ko na o ma plaza pata du ni nyina ya ai dotie dan ko because and then a big press what did 500 years 400 300 years 200 years o dan fon sa no o de mantamu no when you find the leadership, and then I want to paint the whole in a yanny painting, in those are painting behind it. That is too much here. The American TNU. This is leadership. Men are made when they're many free. Not nothing. But because I have been chosen as a Swahili, I have to do this. So I did it. So I expect every leader say you should be selfless. But the thing is, you campaign for the 2 years and no position. We can't expect them to be sincere or to be honest.
Nana Jana, Yami Esra.
I was in a yanny, I always out. Do much for this leadership. Okay? The American embassy said, we are doing this because I say you're more penny. I will duty to say over 7 crore for people to be happy. That is too much for you. Me back can neighbor me also say my men more there back when say you do my first meaning say oh be now do my first no 2027 there no ya sha see no a meeting no no a meeting you person sponsors emra on board in them last year they are in them. You could do na see you or my budget in a week until you run a first meeting. So I try by the end of February, no, they are sending the letters to where you will be a big company. Now, person will be partner with us for Duma Festa. Duma Fest has come to stay, and very soon it will be the biggest festival I ever Ghana. Yeah, Duma Fest is going to be the biggest festival I ever Ghana has it. I bet you baby the ebe say all the festivals are omoye Ghana have a beer tribe beer you know. During Duma Fest no you bring something to resemble that. Nti obi e bi ontimi nko odwura enko hu de ekoso odwura e bi ontimi nko e bi akuntum enko hu de omo akundum and other places you know you be showcase all those cultures in the during Duma Fest one day. Duma Fest is going to be the most biggest festival you bring your Ghana nyina. Na de make e bi awon tiasia. My mention of what just happened in Duma Fest 2026 and look at something. The crowd, no? I was saying, somewhere, you can't say we leader. Because me as an individual, I'm a young Kosohino. Festival, and then a many free. Na me ni any tent be an air tone shoe and I tone be our say man to be and one and be our say. A man for the mobile crew. Momra na mo mega than the festival. Na mo ban mo ban nsu mo bedi dinti a man for mo se amama kwan mo nkosa team tables na yi na mo nton nsu ni nuanye ne nsama nkrofo. We the organizers and they be free. We didn't have any table down here tone bibia. A leader always think of the people. So the economic development ever within the period, you know, a man for bottom neko, it be my young. This is how a leader thinks. But we a delegate. Now, muchin chim pa influence side you musika and son of my president candidate now. You don't expect them to come and spend their money to serve the nation. They will come and steal. So the delegates they say hold them accountable for the corruption in our governance system. So they make and say we a company. Now say open say partner with Duma First. Duma First has come to stay. Now me say your vision is say very soon Duma First will be the biggest festival in Ghana. When you do be our numbers here made this show on Facebook. Only one lane nipa na ewoso. There were more than 10 lanes and be yama with a number like the Ohu. Now only be all the artists na yede omo baba you know. Na akwa to say initially no even though omusika omo dey tuatua omo but when omo kasa I say na kurase ben na say omo dey make omo nkan but that say na kurase ben kwa na me koyi dey say omo feel vibe no ni ho na yi but omo kasa be gina stage ni so omo tubo na be crowd na omo be gina omo be so omo be pon. That is Duma Fest for you. Duma Suya, I'm telling you, is going to be the biggest festival in Ghana. I am 3 times. Nina ya able to musika and a day. This year, they know I have some FM4 ever support to you. Apart from we can crowd the man organization, you know, almost a life, program life all through the whole 3 days in the Sumpari 21st clinic for the Yadamasepa. But we a company auto ton suo auto ton san any anomaly there. Duma First is the best target. As what they can or budget home. We a company auto suo auto and san auto anomaly be Duma First should be your target. Because at the end of the day, no, we see can be our best spending at their sponsor program no open times 4 times 5. My member example, you see women be or say about best 11 no. Na ninsu ninsani bi biasa. I didn't know. And I job 11 p.m. And I offer on one kasa obi a supply na sa no man. Say busuya. About 11 no meaning pass wada. Nanso me bi biasa me pa chow. Can you help me? The party to car was so enough from warehouse to the buy. You evangel free him so nyina assign. That is the power Duma First Edinburgh on board. Do your company be say they make an as it stands now you need any sponsorship can see na and energy. Yan kasa kakra na dey. But February year no you the letters about on thing. We your company one kasa do who say something like this will be to me a handle like let you promote to no nya adwuma going forward you never be and market me catch you. Duma First will be the most biggest festival in Ghana. Give us a year or 2. I can't hear you when I had it. So it's time all sponsors come on board. Now, I mean, it's all more baton, no more vendors, you know. Or more chain my now, so they will all come and book their tables because we need Sikasama a course.